Hey, what up, G fan? Your boy is back with another video. And today, your boy is about to provide you guys with 10 affordable full fragrances to elevate your game. These fragrances are straight up sexy. These fragrances are delicious. These fragrances are straight up mouth watering. And it's gonna make these girls go crazy for you for cheap. And boys, for the first fragrance on this list, we're gonna go here with exclusive tobacco, and this is from the house of Mason Alhambra. And this fragrance right here, guys, is tobacco, sexy and seductive, warm, cozy type of a fragrance that smells fantastic. All right, this fragrance is pretty much a clone to CH Mystery Tobacco Carolina Herrera. All right, and this fragrance to me smells good. Now, me personally have not tried Carolina Herrera mystery tobacco, but the juice to exclusive to pack, guys, it is good. All right. It is extremely, extremely good. So if you guys love that warm, cozy with some bit of spices, with some tobacco vibes, boys, check out exclusive freaking tobacco. All right. Moving on to the next fragrance on this list we have here is Churro Tobacco Vanille, and this is from Pandora Scent. And as the name mentioned, guys, this is pretty much tobacco vanille from the house of Tom Ford. But to me, this fragrance is creamier, more delicious, more mouth-watering than tobacco vanille from Tom Ford. And the fragrance is affordable. So if you're looking for a fragrance for the fall and winter time, you love that warm, cozy, delicious, vanilla tobacco type of a combo with a creamier take, then guys, I'm telling you, this fragrance you need to check out because this fragrance is that good. Moving on to the next fragrance on this list, I'm gonna give you guys a nice fresh fragrance, and it's a clone to Creed Aventus. And we have here is Club Dinner Weed Perfume. All right, so this is pretty much a Creed Aventus somewhat DNA or a clone, whatever you might want to call it. But the performance to this DNA, guys, it is freaking beast mode. So think about a Creed Aventus DNA that projects like a savage. That's pretty much what this fragrance is going to bring to the table. Now, this fragrance right here is pretty much the limited edition, but pretty much any of the Club Dinner Weed, the perfume, the auto perfume, or the auto toilette, they're all gonna really get the job done. To me, I personally prefer the limited edition, but they're all gonna get the job done. So if you can get your hands on either or, get it done and smell amazing for cheap. Moving on to the next fragrance on this list we have here is Cocktail Intense, and this is from Fragrance World. And this is pretty much a clone to a nice, sexy, and delicious fragrance from the house of by Killian, and that is Angel freaking Share. That delicious, boozy, gourmandish type of a fragrance, and that's pretty much what this fragrance brings to the table for cheap. All right, guys. So if you want to smell similar to Angel Share, you love that cinnamon, boozy, cognac type of a vibe, then this fragrance is an easy pickup for you. Moving on to the next fragrance on this list, we're gonna go into the house of Lattafa, and that half here is Honor and Glory. And now this fragrance right here really caught me by surprise because I'm not too sure if this fragrance is a clone to any other fragrance. I'm not sure if it is. Please let me know in the comments below. But this fragrance alone, it is a very unique fragrance to my nose. All right, it has that pineapple, some creme brulee, some vanilla, some fragrance combination that is blended to perfection, and it smells extremely, extremely good. All right, so if you guys are looking for an alternative, because I do know when we talk about the House of Lattafa, most people go for Lattafa Camera, but Honor and Glory should be another fragrance that you should potentially be looking into because I'm telling you, this fragrance is really good, delicious, and absolutely fruity freaking heaven. So make sure you check out this freaking banger of a fragrance. Now, we're going to stay into the house of Lattafa, and I have here is Lattafa Nebris. All right, now this is another vanilla cacao type of a fragrance, a very extremely delicious, mouth-watering type of a fragrance. So this is gonna be more for the individual who love that cacao vanilla type of a combo that gives it this nice, creamy, mouth-watering, I want to eat you for dinner type of a vibe. All right, so if you love vanilla, you love cacao, make sure you check out Lattafa Nebris. Moving on to the next fragrance on this list, and I believe This is from French Avenue, and we have here is I believe Ghost Spectre. This is Ghost Spectre brand. I think it's a new release. I'm not too sure. I recently just got this bottle, but it's a DNA of one of my favorite one of my most complimented fragrance from the house of Nichane, and it's Annie. So this is a clone to this pretty much fragrance right here, and it's Shiny Annie, but for cheap. All right. Now the fragrance, if I had to compare DNA wise, this is gonna be about 85 to 90% of Annie. But the fragrance still smells good, still pulls those compliments, and still gonna have you smell amazing. Now, if you do be watching my video, Neat Shiny Annie is a fragrance that I wear heavily for the fall and winter time situation because the fragrance is that good. So, if you want to smell similar to Nishani Annie, you can check out Ghost Spectre, or if you want to go with the original, of course, you can go with Nishani and the original because you could find it affordable on discount sites. All right, guys. So, moving on to the next fragrance on this list, we're gonna go into the house of Lattafa once again, and we have here is Eclair. Now, this is another fragrance that is brand new to my collection, but the fragrance is good. It's a delicious type of a fragrance, but I'm not too familiar with the note breakdown. But let's go drop in, see what the notes is all about together. So this fragrance has caramel, milk, sugar, honey, white blossom, praline, vanilla, and musk. God Jesus. This fragrance note breakdown is extremely, extremely delicious. It is sweet, it is gourmandish, it is absolutely mouth-watering, and it is good. Caramel, milk, sugar, honey, white blossom, praline, vanilla, and musk. Guys, this fragrance just smells that good. With the note breakdowns mentioned, it smells pretty good. It smells like coffee. Like it's like a delicious version of freaking coffee. And I do know this fragrance is a clone to Blanco Latte. I guess it's a niche fragrance for cheap. So if you guys are familiar with Blanco Latte, that's pretty much what this fragrance brings to the table. But the fragrance is extremely, extremely delicious, guys. If you love gourmandish fragrances, if you love those fragrances that just smell so edible, then this is a easy, easy, easy pickup for you guys for the fall time to smell extremely delicious for the Netflix chill night. And you never know what could happen when you're smelling that good. All right, moving on to the next fragrance on this list. We have here is Lattafa Camera Kahwa. And once again, guys, I don't know if I pronounced the name correctly, man. I don't speak Arabic. But it's not about the name, it's about the juice. And this fragrance pretty much has about 50% of angel share with a bit of a twist with a praline and this other type of a vibe, coffee notes that give this fragrance an elevated vibe, a different twist, but smells good for cheap. Now, also as a bonus, there's a lot of people that do have tried the original Lattafa Camera, but didn't like it because it was too sweet. But guys, I'm gonna let you know, Lattafa Camera Kahua is less sweeter than the original, with some of that still DNA of angel share with a bit of a twist, and it smells really good. Mouth watering to die for, and it's a compliment puller. And the performance, guys, once again, it is extremely beast mode. So make sure you check out Lattafa Camera Kahua. And now for the last fragrance on this list, we have here from the house of Rasasi, and we have here is Rasasi Hawa's for him Ice. And of course, you need a beast mode fresh fragrance in your collection to get the job done. This fragrance is fresh, aquatic, fruity, sweet, and absolutely sexy, heavy freaking vibes. All right. So guys, if you got familiar with the house of Rasasi, man, they freaking projects. Their fragrances are fresh fragrance that projects like savages. Now, there has been a new release from the house of Rasasi, and that is Rasasi Hawa's for him Black. I will be getting that. I ordered that bottle. I'm waiting for it to arrive. And once I get my hands on that bottle, boys, I am pulling out the freaking banger. All right. And if I pull out compliments, guys, I will let you guys know. I'll do an updated video on one of my previous videos that I mentioned, my most complimented fragrance. And once I get my fragrance, once I get a hold of that fragrance, we will see where it goes. And then hopefully it does its job. And speaking of that video of my most complimented fragrances, if you guys are curious to know what all those 15 fragrances are, check this video right here as your boy provide you with those freaking bangers. See you on the next video.